Hello everyone.
Hello guys, welcome to PitchingInLine. In this video, we're going to talk about retention prediction for 2022 mega auction, which is going to happen later this year. And the team which we're going to talk about is Sunrisers Hyderabad. Though we have David Warner's picture right now, but I think it's almost nail in the coffin that we know that David Warner is not going to get retained for SRH. Very high chances that he's not going to play for them again. And this team has been a team which has done amazingly well in the auction, 2018 auction, if you remember. They did it amazingly. And they went into the finals. They had a good middle order by those standards in Pandey, Yusuf Pathan, Deepak Hooda and all. And by each passing season, they only got weaker, and last season has been horrible for them. I think this SRH team would be mighty pleased at their auctions now, and they'll be the most happiest team. So, getting into the retentions, what do you say about Warner? I think we have to definitely talk about Warner, who has been an iconic player for SRH, and we know he's not going to be retained, and there's no chance of him also playing for SRH. And let's appreciate him. What do you say about Warner in Orange?
Man, see, David Warner is that kind of a personality who has been really magnetic as far as SRH is concerned. The kind of that connect which he has with the local crowd. He calls Hyderabad his second home. So you can understand the kind of affection which he has for this franchise and this city. So it's I think from his perspective, it's very unfair, man. It's really unfair just because he hasn't performed in those 2 3 4 matches. You're just letting him off as captain, and also and there is a situation where he is not even fit to come to stadium as a 15-member squad. So it's very difficult
even to come as a spectator.
Yeah. So it's very difficult to be David Warner in this moment of time. Very and he has answered it in style in World Cup. What more he could do?
He has been the man of the tournament over there, and we know he won't be retained. And I think in a way, to be honest, I mean it's sad for SRH, but in a way it made their decision very easier. That fallout made the decision very easier. We know Rashid Khan will be the number 1 pick. He will be retained no matter what.
Yes.
There are not many Indian players. Honestly, I don't see any. Then, I mean, there are no big Indian stars. There's nobody like Rohit Sharma, Shreyas Iyer, Prithvi Shaw, all these young upcoming players that much. So Rashid Khan will be picked, and you need to have a captaincy material. What we are saying is, we have seen in the history of IPL that having strong leaders will help you win. It's better to have an Indian captain, but you can never. I don't think so. Any team can complain having Kane Williamson as their captain.
Correct.
He has led New Zealand to finals in all 3 formats in world tournaments. In 3 years.
Just inside 3 years. 3 years, 3 finals, and 1 championship.
Yeah, 1 championship. I mean, that's a tremendous record.
Yeah.
So I think SRH will be blessed. And I think it kind of also helps him because since if Warner was there, it would have been really hard for them. And we also know one more thing is if Warner or Williamson, any of them, whoever is left out, right, they'll be picked up in drafts.
Correct.
It's not like they have an option of buying them back. They don't have an option. I'm pretty sure if Kane Williamson or David Warner, if they go into the auction, they'll be picked up in the draft.
Yes.
For sure. And do you see any other players? Do you see and one more? This is pretty. It's very difficult this situation to happen. But I'll just put up a question. Do you see SRH instead of retaining Kane Williamson and Rashid Khan, which will cost them around 24 crores? Do you think they'll only retain Rashid Khan and go for complete revamp?
I don't think because as you rightly pointed out a few seconds back, about Kane Williamson, you just can't let him go. And if you have him in team, and then he's a successful international captain. So personally, if you ask me, they just have to go with these two, Rashid Khan and Kane Williamson. Although there are players like Bhuvi and Natarajan and all, but keep those two and go for a complete revamp and build a team around them. That's how SRH can afford now because they can't just retain players and that's not going to work again for them. So.
Yes, and one more thing is Bowie has been retained by the previous mega auction.
Yes,
I think it's very high chances that he won't be retained by
I
this
won't
year,
be.
given his form and his age.
Yeah,
And
everything. Yeah.
see, at the end of the day, this is IPL.
Hmm.
Okay, what is IPL? Indian Premier League. You need Indian players. You need Indian players in the team. This has been the struggle of SRH for 21 season because you didn't have Indian players standing up. Middle order, bowlers, finishers. You can't even name a single player. So do you think? I mean, it's little far fetched, but strategically, okay. You have two. What do you say? Two options left. Do you think they can go for uncapped players like Umran Malik, who has shown a lot of potential? There's Abdul Samad. Who, according to me, many people he has a lot of potential, but he has been a disappointment. He has been utter failure for 2 years. But they have worked on him for 2 years because both the players are only going to cost them 4 crores. And Abdul Samad is a player who hasn't delivered for them, but the kid definitely has potential. You don't find that easily in this Indian market. What do you say?
Yeah, fancying that option won't be a bad idea, but building it, if you are building a team, it will be worth it. But personally, I think they need a revamp. So I think, as far as this point of view, I think they will also have this thought of only going with two players, although they have this exciting talent, Umran Malik and all. But it's very unlikely that they might be retained. Very unlikely, personally.
Yeah,
According to me.
even we feel the same. And you guys tell us in the comment section whether SRH will only retain 2 players or they'll go with more than 2. So that's it, guys. Watch the catches in other videos where we are talking about each individual team about the retentions. Tata, bye bye, see you.